I'm recording on Zoom. Hi, my Zoom audience. Thanks for coming. Hi, everybody on Facebook Live. Thanks for bearing with me. So what I was saying before is we are going to do a shoulder practice today for my folks who may have missed it on Zoom. So come down to your seated position on your mat. Thanks to everybody who's here joining live, and thanks for everybody who is going to come by and visit later. I hope you've been enjoying this series. I like this 30-minute reset because I feel like it doesn't take a whole lot of commitment, and it allows people to try a lot of different stuff. So we come today. It's not dreary outside. Sun's coming out. I just haven't been out there yet. Not true. I was out there this morning at 7 a.m. with my daughter to walk, and it was great. It was very cold, and I was very bundled up. And then I did a bar and Pilates class this morning, you guys. It was really awesome. Melody, my friend Melody's, shout out to Melody for having her classes online as well. So today I'm not sure if I'm warmed up or stiff. It's a toss-up, but I know I need some work on my shoulders, and I'm sure that everybody could use some help with their shoulders and their neck. So that's where we're going to focus today. So of course, we're going to come to our comfortable seated position. Go ahead and close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in. Just come to your natural slow breath. Nothing too crazy, nothing too energetic or active yet. Just a relaxed, slow, deep breath. Find your center, allowing that breath to come in from like a white light floating above your head, comes in through the crown of your head, behind the eyes, into the throat, into your heart space. And then as you exhale, it goes out through the lower body, through your root, right through your center, into the earth. And then as you inhale, inhaling again from the earth, from the lower half of your body, all through the core, really engaging that energy. And then as you exhale, exhaling from the core, through the heart, through the throat, through the eyes, and out through the crown of the head, back up into the heavens. Take a moment with your central channel breath, allowing it to wake up your body. You might even find that as you breathe the central channel breath, you might find that it actually changes your alignment a little bit, and that's okay. That's a good thing. Your body knows where you're supposed to be. We are so, hands over keyboards, shoulders hunched, or not cooped up, but like bent over children and whatever they're doing, or we're in a car and, sitting to one side or another. The way we are in alignment oftentimes is not natural. So when you come back to that breath, let your body find its natural alignment. So the shoulders are over the hips, the spine is tall, the neck is long. Allow the breath to return to normal, and we'll just start warming up the body a little bit by dropping the right ear to the left, right ear to the right shoulder. Releasing the head down. If you want to shake it out a little, maybe bringing the head back and forth just a tiny bit. It's a very small movement. If you want to bring the chin down towards the shoulder, that's fine. Looking down at your elbow, maybe. Stretching through the left side of the neck. And then release the ear back to the shoulder, head back up to center. We're going to exhale to the other side. Left ear comes to left shoulder. Yikes. I'm always tighter on that side. So have grace with yourself. Find that space that works for you. Maybe different on each side. If you did before, rock it forward, rock it back, and then bring the chin slowly down to the shoulder, looking towards the elbow. That is crazy tight. Y'all, I think one of the first things I do when this whole thing is over is get a massage. My husband's really good at that, but I only get about 5 minutes of it. And then he shuts me down. That's not true. I can get like 10. He's really, really good at it. Bring your left ear to your left shoulder. And then come back up to center. He gives me a nice, strong massage. Shake it out just a second while I brag on Matt, because he is good at that. I need more. I need a whole hour. Come back up to center after you've wiggled it out a little bit. Allow the chin to float up to the sky. Don't drop the head back. Just float the chin up. If you want to extend the bottom teeth beyond the top teeth to deepen the stretch of the throat. And release the teeth, release the chin. Exhale the chin down into the chest. Allow the head to fall forward. The shoulders are square. The spine remains long and tall. If you want to just rock from side to side just a little, just give it a little extra stretch in the neck there on each side. Whatever feels good, just work the tension out in your neck. If you want to roll it around, that's fine too. Do what your neck needs. And then let's come back up to center. Oh, shake it out a little bit. The pops going on there. Lift the shoulders up by the ears. Drop the shoulders down towards the floor. Bring the shoulder blades together in the back of the body. If you want to, go ahead and bring the hands down to the mat behind you. And then open up the chest just a little bit, rocking the pelvis forward, feeling that chest opener. The gaze comes up maybe about 45 degrees, looking to the front of your space where you are, the front of the room. Take a nice deep breath into the chest. And then exhale, allow the tension to relax and release the shoulders and shake it out. And then we'll come to the front. So bringing the shoulders in front of you. Oh, really swing out the back of the back. So stretching your shoulder blades out. And then if you want, if it's comfortable, go ahead and cross the right arm across the front of the body, grabbing the left shoulder. Take the left hand across the front and grab the right shoulder and just open up. So my back is, there's a little bit of curve in my back. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see this. So I've got a little rounding in my back. And then I'm going to drop my chin. And I'm going to go ahead and fold forward because it feels good to me. If that doesn't feel good to you, it's a good release through the lower back. So if that works for you, I'm just going to turn around, stay where you are. If that works for you and you want to go ahead and fold forward, then come to your comfortable spot. Take a deep breath in, feeling it way down deep into your lower back. Feeling your shoulder blades come apart. And then exhale, release the hands and let's just fold forward. Release the arms down to the floor. Release the head. Release the neck, tucking the chin into the chest. If you want to open the shoulders a little more, walk your hands away from your body. Feel the shoulder blades open up. So you want to pull the shoulders away from your ears and open up the shoulder blades. You might feel it through your side body. You might feel it in your lower back. And then let's inhale. Coming back up to your center line. Release your hands back down to your lap. Boy, that felt really good. If you're feeling a little lightheaded, just take a minute or drop your head. A lot of times when you come up too quickly, I felt that a little bit that time. Let's take the right arm up. The bicep is just behind the ear. I'm going to bend my elbow and bring my fingertips down between my shoulder blades. So we're just coming into a nice tricep stretch here and allowing a little bit of openness in the shoulder. If you want to take your right hand, just don't do anything yet. Gently place it on your elbow. We're not pulling it towards our body. I want you to think about pulling the elbow up towards the sky and getting a stretch through the right side of the body. And then if you can, pull it a little bit behind your head so you're getting a tricep stretch too. Now you can remain here. I don't want you pulling on your head though. I don't want you straight in your neck to feel that tricep stretch. It needs to be behind your neck. If you want to come into cow face, which means I've taken my right arm behind me, and I'll go ahead and turn around and show you guys. My fingers don't reach. I feel pretty bendy, but you want to bring the fingertips together in this posture. So you're still sitting in your comfortable seated position. your right arm is overhead. I'm sorry, left, yeah. And then left arm is behind you, reaching towards the fingertips of the other hand. So I'll just stay to the side here. And then if it's uncomfortable, release at any time. Go ahead and release the left hand back down to your mat. The right hand comes back down to your mat and shake it out. If you want to wiggle the shoulders a little bit, make sure it's right. Yeah. And shake it out. Shake out the arms and the wrists. We're going to do the other side now. So sitting up nice and tall, find your center, find your strong extended spine. You don't want to compromise your spine on this. We're going to take the left hand up just behind the ear. The bicep is just behind the ear, reaching up high, bend the elbow and reach that elbow up. If you want to use the opposite arm to take that elbow up to the sky. So it's the difference between this versus this. And it's not a big movement, not that, but you feel it out, coming out of the shoulder blade. And you've got a nice stretch to the left side of the body. And then if you took the cow face posture before, and I'll go ahead and turn around, I'm even worse on this side. My fingertips do not meet. I'm just not there yet. I'm not that bendy in this particular position, but I'm gonna work towards it. And I'm gonna feel that stretch in my shoulders, and I'm gonna breathe through it. Release the right hand. If you took the bind, release the bind. Release the right hand, release the left, and shake it out. If you wanna take a little stretch across the front, that can be a really intense stretch, that cow face stretch. Even if you didn't do the cow face stretch, that tricep stretch, if you think about it, more so about reaching up to the side of the body, it can be pretty intense too. Make sure I'm getting all the stuff I want to do while we're seated. So you're still in your comfortable seated position. I'm coming back to mine. I'm going to take a side stretch now. So go ahead and bring your hands down to the mat. We'll go first, reaching the right hand to the left. So I'm going to drop my left hand down to the mat. I'm going to inhale my right arm up overhead, just like we did before, but then I'm going to stretch it. I'm going to reach towards the left. If you want to walk that left hand out, see if you can consider moving the shoulder away from the ear. If you want to take the gaze up, if that's comfortable, just remember to breathe. And then inhale the right arm up overhead, bring it back down to the mat. We're going to inhale the left hand directly up next to your ear, and then go ahead and take it in your side stretch. Bending, taking the right hand out wherever you're comfortable. If you want to keep it close and bring the elbow down to the mat, that's okay too. Just try to keep your both sitting bones on the floor. And then the gaze comes up. If the neck allows, nice active stretch. Roll the shoulder away from the ear. And then inhale up. And shake it out. Let's take your hands behind you. We're just going to clasp. We're just going to interlace the fingers behind us. So we're going to tuck the thumbs sort of into the tailbone. So I guess I'll turn around and show you. Not like you guys don't know how to do this. We're just interlacing the fingers, still in your seated position. If you want to come up on your knees because your shoulders come down far enough, that's fine too. But I'm just interlacing the fingers. If you want to take a moment from here, this is where it gets really fun, getting really deep into those shoulders. We're going to fold forward, take a deep breath in, lead with the crown of the head, folding from the waist. You don't have to come far. And then if you can, if the shoulders will allow, reach those hands up to the sky. You could come down as far as you're comfortable. If you don't want to come down at all, you just want to stay upright, that's fine. The idea here is to lift your hands up behind you. Release the arms down, release the bind, roll the shoulders forward. Just reach, rounding out the back. And then release, bring it back up to center. Let's do our torso rolls. Opening up the hips a little bit. We don't want to abandon our hips today. So sitting up nice and tall, we're going to exhale, fold forward, and we're just going to roll the body. The whole upper body, like you're drawing a giant circle around the perimeter of the room with the crown of your head. I like to close my eyes and really feel each individual muscle group as I cross through and open up the joints, get the blood moving and everything warmed up. And then come back up to center. We're going to switch our feet. My right leg is on top. I'm going to put that on bottom, left leg on top. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And exhale, fold forward. We'll go to the left. Nice gentle warm up for the hips and the lower back. Oh, feels so good. Oh, yeah, there's a spot. There's always that spot right there on my right side. The more you do yoga, the more you'll know where your tight spots are and what you need to work the most. And then you'll figure out what your favorite poses are and you'll just do those all the time anyway. And come back up to seated, upright. That's where I get stuck, which is why I love to do some different stretches when we're doing our yoga reset. So let's come to butterfly. I'm afraid I'm gonna run out of time. Take a nice deep breath in with the bottoms of the feet together. The knees are falling open. If you want to shake it out a little bit, warming up the hips. We just did our torso roll, so the hips are a little warmer. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall, and then let's exhale, fold forward. Folding first from the hips, rocking the pelvis forward, and then release the back, release the head, and rest here for a moment. The hands are wherever they're comfortable. The heels are close to the body if that works for you. If it's not comfortable, you can walk them out a little bit. You may find it opens your knees a little bit more. Allow your exhale to be complete as you fall forward into the pose. And then leading with the crown of the head as you inhale, coming back up to center, stretch the legs out in front of you. Let's take a deep breath in, arms overhead, one more forward fold. Exhale as you come, bringing the nose down towards the knees. Hands are wherever they're comfortable. If you want to flex through the feet and feel the stretch in the backs of the legs, or point through the feet and feel it in the front of your legs. And then just shake it out. Breathe in this pose. This is a great active pose. If you want that shoulder stretch, reach for your feet and let the shoulder blades kind of pull apart. You don't have to have your shoulders up by your ears. You want to reach the shoulders away from the ears and open up the shoulder blades in the back. Take a nice deep breath into the lower back, all the way up to the shoulder blades, and then exhale, fold forward. And just like we did before, we'll inhale, reaching forward beyond the toes. Nice flat back as you come up. Hands overhead, exhale the air down. And shake it out if you need to. If you've got anything that's tight, you want to take a little twist. Just kind of resetting everything, and let's come up to hands and knees. Oh, no, wait, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Not yet. I want to do eagle pose, and I'm not going to make you do it standing. Golly day, y'all. We're going to be out of time so fast. I'm so, yeah, we're not going to get real far, but we are going to do eagle. So this can be a weird one to get into. I'm going to take my arms directly out to my sides. I'm going to bend them together. I'm going to bend my elbows and bring them together. And then I'm going to scoop my right elbow under my left elbow. I'm going to wrap my hands around so that my palms do not touch. I'm not quite there. Obviously, I need more shoulder work, but they're reaching for each other. And then I'm going to turn just a little so you can see my face. Bring your shoulders and your elbows, they're about making a parallel to the floor. So the elbows are directly in front of the shoulders. So you have that nice stretch through your shoulders. And then release the bind, shake it out. We're going to do the other side. I'm going to come inhaling out to the side, bringing my arms in at 90 degrees. I'm going to wrap my left elbow under my right, and I'm going to wrap the arms around so I can hold my hands, hold my own hands. If you have no one to hold hands with right now because you're in isolation, this is an interesting way to envision holding hands. And again, check your elbows in line with your shoulders, stretching through the shoulder blades, and release the mind, shake it out, and let's come to cat and cow, which we're gonna need now, right? So, oh yeah, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, make any adjustments you have to make, take any movement that feels good. Let's inhale the focus up to the front of the room, the tailbone comes high, and then exhale, drop the tailbone, push the belly button up to the sky, drop the head between the arms. Stretch those shoulders out. Inhale, go slow. If there's still breath, there should still be movement. You can find movement. Really think about pushing through the back when you're coming into your cat. A nice arch, and then stretch it out. Just roll the hips around, roll the shoulders around, and then let's push it back to child's pose. So big toes are together, knees are where they're comfortable. If you want them wider or right close together, it's okay, whatever works for your practice. Let's keep the arms overhead this time. Bring your forehead down to the mat, or if you need a rolled up blanket or pillow or block under your forehead, that's fine too. I'm going to keep my forehead up for a moment just so I can tell you where we're going next. So the elbows are off the mat, the arms are extended overhead, and you've got that nice wide opening between the shoulder blades. I told you it's all about the shoulders today, y'all. Good stuff. Stretch through those shoulder blades. It's a very active pose. And now we're going to thread the needle. So we're just going to do it quickly. I'm going to take my right hand and I'm just going to, just like it sounds, I'm going to thread it underneath my left shoulder, and I'm going to drop my shoulder to the floor. I'm dropping my head to the floor. I'm hoping I'm still in frame on Facebook. My left arm is still up overhead, just reaching where it was before in child's pose. If you want to take it high for a little more active stretch, you can, or you can wrap it around your back. I'm going to stay here on the mat. Rest here for a moment. Feel that stretch in your shoulder. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, bring your left hand down to the face, push it up, float that right hand up to the sky, and exhale the hand back down. I'm going to turn around so I can face you. I'm going to take my right hand up just a little. I'm going to walk my left hand under my right shoulder. And I'm going to thread the needle. I'm going to fix my t-shirt. I'm not flashing anybody. I hadn't thought of that when I wore my long sleeve t-shirt. I didn't think about what I was wearing under it. So you're on your left, you're resting on your left shoulder. The left palm is facing up. My right arm is overhead. Whatever you did before, whether you reached your right hand up to the sky, or you wrapped it around your back, just do the same as you did before. Whatever works for your practice is what's right for you. Rest here for a moment. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, bring the right hand down next to your face. Let that left hand float up to the sky and come back down to all fours. Shake out your wrists if you need to. Shake out. Holy day. I'm so sorry, you guys. We're going to do shoulders again tomorrow because I have a lot more fun stuff. Let's go ahead and come back to our mats. So down to your back. We're going to take a couple final poses here on our backs. And then I'm going to trust that you're going to do your deep relaxation or Shavasana on your own. From here, let's take a bridge pose. So bottoms of the feet on the floor, knees are bent, arms are down by your side, palms are down. Take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale, push the hips up towards the sky. Now, this is a great shoulder stretch if you want it to be. You've got to be really engaged in your quads here, engaged in your glutes. And if you want to walk those shoulder blades together, pushing your hips up just a little higher, and then maybe even interlacing the fingers. If you've walked your shoulder blades in enough, I hope you guys can see me. I can't see with the light on. So the shoulder blades are together, hips are high, hands are interlaced. Take a nice deep breath into the belly. Exhale, release your bind in your hands, walk the shoulder blades out and slowly, gently lower the hips one vertebra at a time. Bring the knees into the chest. We're going to take our twist. So we're going to drop the knees to the left side. Oh, pop your hips if you want. And just rest for a moment in a gentle spinal twist. Keep both shoulders on the floor. The idea here is keep the shoulders on the floor. Take the gaze across your right shoulder if your neck will allow. And then inhale, use the core to come back up to center. Find your center line, knees into the chest. Let's drop it to the right. Keeping the arms out in a T, both shoulders on the floor. Oh, so good. I love my twists. Breathe here. Bringing it down for just a moment. And then allow your exhale to be complete. Inhale and lift the knees back up and using the core, find your center. Release the legs back down to the mat. Allow the toes to fall out to the corners of the mat. Arms are down by your side, palms facing up. Take a nice deep breath in, do a quick scan of the body, release any tension you might be holding anywhere in the body. Bring your focus into the breath, taking a nice cleansing breath, inhaling deeply into the belly, and then exhaling all tension out through the mouth, force, and then relax, rest, and just forget about the body. Take yourself somewhere safe, pleasant, wonderful. Wherever you find yourself in that place, enjoy it, feel it, see it, hear it, smell it. It's your favorite place. Allow yourself to be in that place, in this relaxed, peaceful state, and enjoy that moment, just for a moment on your own. Shavasana is an incredibly important practice in your yoga, important moment in your yoga practice. So I hope that you don't turn me off in the last 2 minutes. I hope you take your Shavasana, and if you can, I recommend that you stay for an additional 10 or 15 minutes. Deep relaxation is an integral part of good health. I'm going to go ahead and wiggle my fingers and toes, bringing awareness back into the body, changing the flow of energy a little bit. Maybe roll your head from side to side. And then I'm going to roll to my right side, supporting my head with my arm. My knees are bent. And then if you can, with your eyes closed or your gaze down, let's come back to that comfortable seated position. Unless you're choosing to stay in your Shavasana right now, which is absolutely fine as well. I wish I could call each of you and say, hey, it's been 10 minutes. Stay in your Shavasana if that's where you are. If not, come to your comfortable seated position. Take a moment to feel the body on the mat. Practice some gratitude for yourself for coming to class today, coming to this session to enjoy a nice reset for your mind and your body. As my teacher used to always say, my favorite sayings, may the entire universe be filled with love and light, joy and peace. Namaste. Thanks so much for coming, for dropping in or sticking around. I appreciate you being here. And if you'll check out the notes, I have my, wow, I should not have taken this down, I'm afraid. I'm gonna kill this real quick. Thanks for coming, guys. Have a great day.